As an atheist, I don't think that we should be listening to the Pope on anything, or the Dalai Lama, or imams or anyone. That's just my philosophical position. But then when the Pope makes sense, it's like, oh, maybe we should listen to him now, because climate change has completely dropped off the agenda. I would love if somehow this causes a crisis of faith in some way for Tony Abbott, and he does something evidence-based and sensible, like putting a price on carbon. But that's really not going to happen. So, I would really like if this became a conversation again, but I don't think it's going to.
It's a sin to be a climate denier.
Right.
And I think there's a series of mounting forces on Tony Abbott. The global movement to an emissions reduction agreement at the Paris meeting at the end of the year, and some significant commitments being made by some major countries, including China, for example, which have surprised a lot of people. This encyclical is another example of mounting pressure. In my experience, to go back to you said he worked for me, I think he's got the unique capacity one day to wake up and just say, look, as I always said, if the world moves, I'll move with them. And I hope he does.
Yeah, look, I agree with what Tori said earlier. I'm an atheist. I don't go. But the fact of the matter is that the Pope has influence, and that gives him a measure of power. And it's a bit like the churches and the Catholic Church in particular coming out against apartheid. These things build up after a while, and it does have moral force.